We are awakening at lightning speeds at present. I did speak about this right at the beginning of the pandemic, and I had this foresight that we were entering into a period of time where many of us on the planet will be awakening to a new way of living, thinking, being and doing. And for many it will be a conscious journey, a decision. For others it will be unconscious, and that can leave, whichever angle one might be coming from, it can leave us feeling overwhelmed, confused, feeling massive grief, and it can quite frankly feel extremely painful and uncomfortable. I write about and I speak about, both in my blog and in my book and in all of my courses, teachings and free content that I put out, I write a lot about the inner workings, the truth about what it means to upgrade. And quite often, if you just glance at my work, you'll see the word upgrade and you'll think, oh, it means manifesting the next best job or the next best house or the next best relationship or whatever it might be. And that, of course, it is part of it. But the underbelly of all of this is the upgrading of you as a human being from the very depths of your soul, of your cellular DNA, of everything that you are and who you came here to be and evolve into on your human journey as an eternal soul. And so when you are drawn to this kind of work, please understand that you are not here by accident. You are not. Nothing is an accident. Everything is divinely timed and divinely orchestrated. And so if you're watching this video right now, it indicates to me, and I hope that it will to you also, that you are ready to live life in a more expansive way, in a more full and experiential way, and in a more authentic way, authentic to you, unique to you, whatever way that might feel good to you. And so begin please to trust your intuition. Begin please to allow your own inner pull. I called it in the book the life's invisible pull. And really what that is a shift in your preferences, a shift in your desires, a shift and an upgrade in the way that you are drawn to do everything in life. And so for many of us, this is what the pandemic has instigated. It has triggered the awakening of a truth-telling, both within us, which then has to, by default, impact the way that we live our life. And so right now, if you're feeling uncomfortable, if you're feeling in pain, if you're feeling as though things are crumbling beneath you, if the ground is being pulled, the carpet is being pulled from beneath you, and just life isn't the way it used to be, and you're longing for that, and you don't know how to get back to that, or maybe you're finding yourself in that limbo phase, in that sort of dark phase where nothing is happening, but you're feeling extremely unsettled and uncomfortable and confused, then please know that you have the capacity right now to flip that, to turn your pain, to turn the void into something extremely magical and miraculous, and that life is calling you forward. In fact, it's your soul speaking to you. And so if this is, maybe it might not make intellectual sense right now, but maybe it's triggering something. Maybe it's feeling something within you that's sort of awakening and arising. And so please pay attention to that. Please pay attention to your own inner guidance system and the fact that you are here right now listening to this. And so I'm going to be sharing some really powerful ways in which you can be supported, in which you can begin to unravel, in which you can begin to tap into your own soul patterning, the patterning that perhaps has kept you in that one step forward, two step back, or that sort of going round in circle, or in that sort of back to square one motion, because chances are you've been at this point before, but you haven't been aware of it in this lifetime. And so right now we are in such ripe times to break those cycles, to break those patterns, to reconfigure reconfigure, reorganize, and to really remove the struggle and the pain from your life. And even if things, of course, will not always go the way we want them to go, but we will at least have a deeper understanding. We will at least have the tools by which to be able to, as I said, flip those dark moments into moments that we can use as leverage, as a point to bounce off into the next upgrade, and really cultivate and create consciously what we want, without really getting stuck in that pattern of victim mentality. So this is a huge topic. I am going to be putting out much more information this coming week. We are coming into a very potent and powerful point in the year, and I invite you from my heart to begin to allow yourself to dive deeper, even if it's one tiny little layer at a time, more deeply into what this feels like for you and perhaps what it could mean for you. Because if things are not working for you the way you want them to in your material world, there is something, I promise you, dear friend, there is something in the sort of depths of your spiritual world, of your emotional world, of your soul world, that could be very, very likely, well, not very likely, it is the little switch, the tiny little switch that is right now probably invisible to you, but with the right approach, with a shift in consciousness, with a willingness to work in a very different and new approach, you could be quite likely living the blissful life that you are desiring very, very soon. So please look out for the next sharings around this topic. This is very potent work. This is very unique work. This is not for the faint-hearted. It does require courage, what some call sort of spiritual courage, to work in realms that are not visible and not tangible and not in the mainstream, right? But if you're watching this to this point, to the end, that I'm pretty certain that you're ready for this. And so please do comment below if you're feeling this magical new energy that's rising up through the planet and down from the cosmos, and you're feeling something just is different in your inner world and in your outer world, and you're ready to harness this in the most potent way possible. Please comment below and say, I am. And also drop down in the comments which country you're in. I love to know where you are in the world and how you're doing. And also please look out on this page for your very personal invitation to the upgrade journey of your life. Until next time, stay well.